What does the Bible mean when it says calling those things which are not as though they were? I'm Tim Greenwood, and this is Windows on the Word. What does the Bible mean when it says calling those things which are not as though they were? See, Romans 4:17 says that God, whom we should emulate, calls or proclaims things which are not as though they were. What are things that are not? Well, a thing that is not is the lack of that thing. The lack of what? Well, the lack of health, the lack of wholeness, lack of peace, lack of security, lack of provision. The list goes on and on and on. What then is the lack of health? If health is not, then sickness or infirmity is. I know that sounds like poor grammar, but Greek is sometimes written and structured kind of like German. What then is the lack of provision? If provision is not, then poverty is. Therefore, if health and provision are not, in order to emulate God, we have to call or proclaim health and provision by proclamation, to nullify and replace that sickness and poverty with health and provision, calling those things which are not as though they were. Everything that God has created is good, so where did all the evil come from? Did the devil create it? No, the devil's no creator. He can't create anything. However, he is the original Mr. Twister when it comes to taking what God has created and turning those things backwards and upside down. God created health, wholeness, peace, security, provision, and the list goes on. And then the devil comes and promptly twists them into sickness and disease and brokenness and strife and insecurity and poverty, and that list goes on and on, to nullify what God has created for good. By what magic did the devil perform this feat? The answer is lack. Sickness is actually the lack of health, and poverty is actually the lack of provision. So then, if the lack of something is actually nothing, then whenever the devil comes around sowing the fear of lack, technically, he's threatening you with nothing. Therefore, refuse to fear lack. Because refusing lack is refusing sickness, disease, brokenness, strife, insecurity, poverty, and everything else that the devil has twisted. Hey, thanks for joining us for this video. We can stay connected if you subscribe. You can be notified when the next Windows on the Word video is released. So just click on the subscribe link, click on the like button, and click on the notify bell here on the screen. And please, share this video with others.